Go. So I adjusted the bulkhead, or foot rails, I guess. Guess it's kind of, what do you call it? Do you have a name for it?
Well, basically a bulkhead. It's just they're independent. So the idea is that nobody's 2 feet are the same.
Yep.
So it covers most of the inside of the boat. There's almost no chance of your feet going behind it, just like a normal bulkhead. But if you do have the thing adjusted all the way up to the closest position, or you want it filled up, there's another plate that'll screw to it.
Yeah, it was very easy. It's just like, you just grab it and it's independent, and it feels solid. We'll see as it kind of going down.
Totally, as long as you get it in properly, it's totally solid. The other thing is, like, you know, like I'll have it a little bit looser when I'm paddling down the river, but then if I get to some big gnarly wave, I'll crank them up so that I can be tighter, but the rest of the day I can be comfortable. And if you really hit hard, it'll slip in that cleat another ½ inch.
Yeah.
Not enough for you to end up in the nose of the boat, but just enough to take like the edge off the whack.
It's comfortable. These thigh braces do get in my thighs a little bit.
So they're supposed to be trimmed.
I would probably trim the edge off right here to make a little better fit in it.
Okay.
Are the cockpits the same on all of the Basol boats?
No, that's a bigger cockpit.
I can tell.
We put a little bit bigger cockpit on that one.
It feels wide.
It's wider.
Yeah.
It's an inch longer and an inch wider for big, wide hips.
Not much stability right back in there behind you. The stability's here.
Stay on the front or move your seat.
Yeah, it's almost like right here.
Seat trim on that boat is critical. So
yeah, right here feels good.
If you feel like you're always on the back, then
but I'm somebody that likes to have a little spicier tail.
Then you're fine. I just tell people, if you feel like you're stable, shift your seat forward and in.
Yeah.
Problem solved. Fresh.
Oh yeah, it's good balance behind the rim. Good balance right there. It's got to be that high edge right there, and it don't take much. Initial thoughts in the flat water, I like it. So it doesn't have a lot of rocker up there, but it locks in very nicely on the lock in, even on a small wave like this. Oh yeah. So it seems to drop back on that tail when going through rapids, and that's what's giving you kind of the rocker. Yeah. Woo! This thing loves to play off the tail. It definitely loves this tail. In a straight-on surf, this thing is really good on a straight-on surf. It doesn't have a lot of rocker in that bow, so you have to kind of lean back, but it doesn't wash you when you, like I'm leaning back, way back, and it's not washing me. Where a lot of boats, when I do that and lean back like that, it loads back there and takes me off the wave. It's just like so simple to kind of like surf around. That's by far one of the easiest things to do in this boat. Look at that. Oh, I like how it does that. When you're surfing a bigger wave, it lifts the front. Watch, the front's lifted. You see that? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing anything with my paddle technically. It's just lifted. plane out into a front surf, it lifts.
That's that forward button I'm telling you about.
It goes like this, and it drops, and I think what's going on is coming off that louver, and it's dropping, and it holds right there, and it does. My bow was like 3 feet out of the air, and it does that. I've never experienced that on a boat. That was something unusual. I did it up there on that wave, but you need power.
Here's the speed.
I did not experience those up there. I didn't even notice it. The first time I seen it, I was like, whoa! The gap between that and the wave was way down. Yeah. That's so interesting that it does that. I've never seen a boat do that. Oh, let's switch them. I don't know. Oh, yeah! Woo-hoo! That's the speed lifters. Loofers power, loofers, not loafers. You have the loafers, I have the loofers. It's crazy, if you land on an edge, it's gonna go that way. This has a very aggressive edge right up in this area. So if I land on an edge over there, it goes that way. Let's try that. You're not cartwheeling, it's got so much volume up in here. The volume's extended out, you can't really cartwheel it. It has to be a big hole. I think like a big massive hole I could throw some ends, but just on eddy lines and regular size holes, I don't think you're throwing this thing around. Oh yeah! This kind of current pretty easy. So it's a little bit of a wet ride, but you can kind of lean back and paddle it here and keep the bow out of the water. Let's do a cross bow switch. That's it. That's a no water crossbow switch. I invented that. It counts as a splat. That's a stern stall. No, I did make rock contact. What I've noticed, you don't have to stay so flat with this boat. Like a lot of boats, I have to stay really flat. It's weird. You can get on this edge and just hang out. Yeah, I'm gonna start by saying kind of like what I really liked about the boat was its ability to surf, front surf, and it got back on that, like what he's calling a speed looper. It would actually drop and lift the bow up and add more rocker. You didn't have to really lean back much, but when you did lean back, the tail wouldn't squat out on you and blow you off a wave. Spun really good. It has a nice edge on it. And you know what surprised me the most is the outfitting. I actually thought I would absolutely hate this outfitting, those adjustable foot rails and that seat pad, but I mean, I've been in the water for probably 6-7 hours today paddling this thing, and I still feel great. The outfitting actually works way better than I thought it would. It has those cam locks. They never slipped on me. The foot braces never slipped. The seat pad stayed comfortable the whole way. The thigh braces felt comfortable. Little bit cramped in the wall right here, like where the wall comes in, I would put a cutout. But other than that, you know, it was pretty comfortable. Plastic felt good. It didn't feel like very soft, like it was gonna break, even though there is a piton down there. I get it. Super easy to get back on this tail. This tail is an absolute thing of beauty. One of the best tails I've ever used. The Ozone was a really good tail, but I really like this tail also. It seems to really get up on that tail, and it's very well balanced for spinning and splatting and just like all around stern stalls and stern squirts. What I didn't like is this sidewall. I didn't like this hard edge right here. I hit my finger on it a few times. My finger and my my elbow hit this edge right here, and that really bothered me. And still not the biggest fan of looking at that drain plug the whole time, even though it's in the front and you can tell that it's out. I mean, I still like a drain plug in the back personally, but you know what? That's a personal opinion. I know there's actually not much negatives on this. I think Soul pretty much knocked it out of the park with this one. I think this boat was really good. It seemed to be one of those kind of do-all type river runner play boats. I think they did a good job on this. Has a very aggressive rail on it, and it's one of these boats that will punish you if you don't paddle it good. So I like a boat that's like not super forgiving but not super aggressive. Seems to find a happy medium of being aggressive meets a forgiving boat. I feel like I could paddle a wide variety of stuff in it. Not super steep creaking, but you know, big water, definitely big water stuff. And some creeks that you might know very well, say like the Green or something like that. So yeah, you guys leave in the comments below if you've paddled one of these glides. By the way, it's nothing like the original Riot Glide, drastically different design. I paddled the Riot Glide, thought it was good, but this is a really good boat. So you guys leave in the comments below if you've paddled one of these, what your opinion is and what you think about it. And yeah, that's all I got today on the Soul Glide. So that's it.